What's going on, guys? It is the weekend again, and we got a bunch of shit going on for the next 2 weeks. So we have Import Face Off coming up on the 23rd, and today is the 8th. We're trying to take
both cars,
the 3rd gen and the hatch. They are entered for the drag races right now. We bought the tickets last night. So 3rd gen, pretty close. We're getting the turbo set up right now. Yep. Getting the coupler set up. Getting all the oil lines ran. Fresh motor, so we need to get some miles put on her. The hatch has a lot of work to do, but I'm putting in the harnesses right now. I just figured it'd be a good time to pick up the GoPro. So harnesses are getting installed, ready to go. Got some 24.5 inch slicks to go on the hatch, and they even bolt up to the 3rd gen too, and they look pretty crispy. Look nice and thick on the side. Definitely get you. So yeah, we are both super excited to bring our cars out. Have you ever raced at the track before?
Yeah, I've taken many cars there, but it seems like every time we go, there's always a problem, or I don't know, just not feeling it. So, but this time we're actually both pretty pumped on going. So we're gonna try and get this thing knocked out, and then as soon as the motor gets back, we're gonna focus pretty much all of our focus on that thing now.
Yeah, I have never raced on a track, but the streets, you know, I'm not too bad. So let's bring all this shit and with our knowledge to the track, and we can make adjustments on the fly. So we're gonna have boost control set up in 2 cars, so I can control through the laptop how hard we want the car to leave or how soft we want the car to leave. If it's spinning too much, turn it down a bit. So our maximum slick that we can run is a 25 inch. So this is like a 24.5. So it's like right there. And yeah, there's definitely a lot of shit to do on the hatch. So since this is almost done, we're trying to get this started, get the first oil change through there, because it's got fresh rings, fresh bearings, fresh everything. Yeah, fresh sleeves. So
built head, I mean, everything's new.
Yeah, so we're just trying to warm it up and then get that oil and all that assembly lube out of there as soon as possible. And then we're trying to get some fresh gas put in here, trying to put 100 miles or so on the car, drain it again and see how it looks, and then go from there. You know, if it's got some shavings, we'll go a couple 100 miles after that. And then if it looks clean, you know, we can go a little bit longer. But we're just trying to make sure that all that assembly lube and all that other stuff in there is just gone. And then we got fresh oil in there. So it's gonna get probably a good 2 or 3 oil changes before IFO, which is in like 14 days. So yeah, luckily I've already changed the oil on this like 3 or 4 times, so I don't have to worry about that with this car. I just got to worry about the motor not falling out of the car this time, you know.
Yeah, so we having that on the track.
Oh no. So we are super pumped. Definitely got a lot going on. As soon as we get the motor back for the hatch, I'm gonna be over here every night putting hours into the car. But I guess my goal is just to get everything else on the car done. So pretty much it is close. The main thing is to just get both these cars tuned and set up. We need to get the alignment stuff found out. We need to make test hits on the street to see how the cars are gonna perform, and hopefully not break nothing on the streets, because they're both gonna be big boost cars. So
fresh too.
So
we got no seat time in anything right now.
No seat time, stock axles, stock trannies. So the potential for breaking things is high, and we need to explore that on the street before we hit the track. Both cars should have extra sets of axles, but we're just don't got time to look right now. But before the event, hopefully both cars will have an extra set. Get in the injectors, pull it out of the hatches manifold, FIC 2200. A little bit of finesse. The FICs are out of the AEM rail. Definitely a little sketchy pulling expensive injectors like this, but it's not so bad. Looks like a little O-ring broke too. All right, I just got the fuel rail all nice and cleaned. Got the new O-rings and the intake. Got the FICs ready to go in. It's already mounted inside of the fuel rail. I like to put the injectors in the rail first just to make sure that they go in nice and smooth, and then I put them in the rail. So 2200s are in the rail, ready to go in. So I'm gonna put the fuel rail in there, bolt it up, put the fuel line on, and then he's gonna fix his little thing that he's got going on right now, and then we are pretty much ready for fluids. You know, he tried to put some water in there and it just poured right out.
O-ring, dude. You can see it for the water pipe where it goes in where the water pump is. I guess it just, sometimes they just pinch and stuff, and I guess I just wasn't paying attention. So my fuck up. Now I gotta fix it.
Yep, so water pipe's gonna come off, back on. It's actually already off right now. So that was fast and efficient. So he's gonna get that put back on. Then the car is ready for fluids, and pretty much the goal is we're gonna get it running. I'm gonna make some quick air fuel adjustments to where it's safe, and then we're gonna run it until it gets all the way warm, and then once it gets up to operating temperature, we are going to drain the oil out of it. You have a fan?
Oh yeah, I got a couple small ones. I think only one's gonna fit, but
Yeah.
we got one.
All right, so looks like we pretty much got everything hooked up. Injectors are in. We got a wideband hooked up, and we already primed the motor, so it got some oil flowing through there. Yeah, looks like it's pretty much ready to fire. So I'm gonna bust out the laptop, upload a tune, and put a fresh battery in the GoPro, and yeah, start her up, see how she sounds, let her get warm, drain the oil out of her. Okay, I just got the FIC sheet busted out, got my injector information right here, got everything typed in. So now we are ready to plug in the cord to the laptop. Oh shit, there it goes. Getting ready, turn the key on, let the system all load up, and the ECU is not coming online. Did you plug it in?
Oh wait, hold on, turn off.
What's going on out there?
The thermostat ground wasn't hooked up, remember, because we had to take the water pipe and stuff off like that. So at least we know what it is instantly.
Bueno? Okay, so now turn the key on. ECU still not getting power.
What?
The cord plugged in? You plugged the ECU in?
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna do some troubleshooting real quick.
Alright, we got the injector leak fixed. Seems like every injector kind of fits a different way, so you always got to mess with them a couple times, it seems like.
Every car is different.
Yep, every car is different.
Different fit.
Move that out of the way. So we're gonna get ready to try and give her a first crank. Whenever you're ready.
Upload and tune. Always nervous about the first startup. Alright. Oh, you did. Oh, it is the next day. We got the motor retimed. These gears are kind of old, so the markings are kind of wiped away. We just got the little dot to represent up, so we had to go grab another Skunk 2 cam gear and mark out where the TDC mark is. So it was off one tooth, so we got that fixed, and then we started it again, and now he's under the car fixing shit.
Again?
Again. But, yep. Holy door. We are getting her sorted out. Oil pan's currently off. Doing some quick maintenance, checking stuff out. Putting some fresh oil in there. Getting that assembly lube out of there. And we got her running and idling pretty good. So, yeah, we're gonna put some fresh oil back in her and start her up again and get a nice steady idle. Make sure it's under control, and then we'll check back in. All right, so I was able to get the harnesses all in the hatch because this bar sits so far back. These harnesses kind of sit where I don't like, but they'll work and they buckle in just fine. I just wish I could get the Race Quick down more, but it's whatever. But I'm about to call it a nice night. We're gonna get back at it tomorrow on this. Got Mr. Man working some magic. Getting her all fixed up, ready to fire again. All right, it is the next day and we are fighting the 3rd gen heavy. So we have 0 oil pressure right now. We haven't had oil pressure at all since we first tried to start this car. So we've been chasing a bunch of stuff. We tried 3 different oil pumps. We've gone over the block. We've pulled the pan 5 times. We've pretty much pulled the whole crank out almost. So we're like, what could it be? So now we're testing. So I wanted to verify that the oil pump was working the way it should. So what we did, we got this little bucket right here, filled it with oil, and then we hooked up the oil pump. Now we got our Milwaukee, we're gonna spin it. We're gonna spin the crank, the pickup's gonna suck, and we're gonna see the oil pump is working the way it should. So that's got oil pressure there. So
that is how you bench test an oil pump.
This is how we know the oil pumps that we've been using are good. You know, because after the third one, we're like, dude, we gotta figure some shit out.
Right.
Oh,
the sweets.
So, oh, not the sweets, not the sweets.
They're all triple sealed.
So, oh, did you drop them in here? Oh no, they're over there. So now we verified the pump is good. So now we have to check after the pump, which we got to figure out how we're gonna do that now. This is something cool, how we could figure out how we can test parts and just to see if we're good. So we're basically tracing steps now. So we know that the pump is getting pressure. So now we have to go beyond the pump inside the motor, what's going wrong. So we're gonna figure that out and check back in. So it is Monday now. We're supposed to hit IFO in 12 days. 13 days, I think. Yeah, 13 days. We'll be on the track racing. We got zero oil pressure right now. All right, so we're gonna go check shit out. He's stressing hard, but we'll fucking get it. We're gonna go figure out some testing and check back in, I guess. All right, oil pressure issue fixed. Funny story, the pan was just bent so the oil pickup could not suck it up. So we were just overthinking it way too much. You know, we thought it was a bunch of other things. No, it was the most simplest thing to overlook because we're trying to think too deep. You know, if we just would have took a second and thought of the little stuff first, we probably could have found it. But you know, when your car doesn't have oil pressure, you start to stress, and that you tend to overlook the little things. So we got the laptop out, gonna get a little bit better tune on her, get her warmed up, then whatever happens, right?
Yep.
You gonna put the fan on or what?
No.
Alright. Alright, Honda is hooked up. We're gonna go live now. Okay, we are live. I'm just gonna go double check all the injector information, make sure nothing has changed. It all looks the same. So let's go fire her up.
And you gotta kick the fuel on now, bud.
Oh yeah, there's a switch now for the fuel pump. Good?
Yeah. Let's go.
Fires right up. Waiting for the wide band to get warm. She's got oil pressure. Gonna let her get warm. Then we're gonna drain out all the oil, get all the assembly lube out of there, and drain it. All right, so I guess I'm getting ready to end the video here. Third gen is alive, just getting the exhaust made. Custom up pipe.
Woo! Getting there.
Yeah.
We're trying. We're going. It's a bunch of cutting, bunch of fucking welding.
Well, it's coming out killer. It is currently the 13th, so we are set to be on the track in 10 days racing. Currently no motor in the hatch still. It is Thursday, might be getting it back tomorrow or the next day, but third gen is close, so we're gonna start tuning this one first. Motor will be in one night, and then all the rest of it can probably get hooked up in half a day, maybe, depending on, hopefully I have all the parts to get it all going. Don't know if I do. I won't know until I start putting it all together. I think I do, I should, but you never know. But this car is close. You getting stoked or what?
Kinda, yeah.
Time frame's kind of tight, huh?
Yeah, it's always been tight.
It seems like every time it comes down to like a crunch time.
Yeah, but dude, it's that adrenaline pump, you know?
Yeah.
This is what gets my heart going right here. We gotta bust ass, get some shit done, and then when we hit the track, dude, and if everything goes good, like, dude, all this is just like all the hard work. Dude, it's just gonna be so sick. That fucking feeling, I can't wait.
Everything's been done here and tuned here.
Yep, hopefully nothing breaks, but there's a good possibility things will break.
Everything always breaks.
Yeah.
Hopefully something small breaks.
Yeah, hopefully we just like snap an axle and not blow a fucking motor.
I will leave the track happy with a snapped axle.
You're gonna hang it on the wall. First one.
First one.
All right, we're getting out of here. We'll pick back up when sometime this weekend. We've been going on every day, so I don't know how long this video will be. Probably not very long because we didn't get much done on camera because it's just been go, go, go. But third gen is alive, so I guess that's what this video will be. It's first startup. Ever since the built motor went together, we traced that oil pressure issue, got it figured out. That was definitely stressful, but we got it. So Thanks for watching and subscribe. Say subscribe.
Subscribe.
Woo! Subscribe.
Subscribe.